Yo, wake your asses up. It's HL in the AM on Oak 93.5 WRLY Raleigh. I have a special guest in with me. As you know, Ashley P is here, but who do you have with you, Ash?
Well, good morning, y'all. This morning I have my wonderful, beautiful, fantastic sister Kamron with me today.
Kamron, like Kamron Indoor Stadium?
Yeah, but with a K because we fancy.
Oh, y'all with a K, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, welcome, Kamron. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
Oh, she even has a good radio voice.
Yeah,
I am so happy to be here.
She is she tell you about her herself, but this is her thing. She actually did radio, TV, film, and school and stuff. So she does this for real life.
As a career. So
As a career.
Oh, word.
I've
You have a
worked in
radio show?
journalism. No, I do not. But I've worked
She
in
should.
journalism for about 20 years. And I work in public relations, public speaking, and I do voiceovers. How about that?
Oh, okay. Wow. I can't do a voiceover. No one wants to pay this voice to try to sell some tampons or something. It's not going to happen.
Well, my voice keeps the lights on.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
So
man.
you got a 2-for-1 deal this morning. Two
Two
Prestons.
for one. Two Prestons.
Yes.
So neither one of y'all are married?
No.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
No,
Not anymore? Oh, I feel you. I feel you, homie. I mean, that marriage thing is for the birds, yo. I've been married. I tried it twice. Both times, epic failures.
Whose fault was it?
Huh?
Never mind.
You know what? Because I'm gonna do something that people don't do. I'm gonna take responsibility for one and a half.
For 1.5. Okay.
Yeah. One of them was my fault. Half of one was my fault. I'm not gonna take responsibility for stuff that ain't my fault.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say I will take the blame for 1.5 failed marriages.
Okay.
What about you? Whose fault was it?
I'll take the blame next time for my next ex-husband. But for this one, that's on him. That's all him.
What is it too much to profit? I said, what did he do to mess it up?
What didn't he do?
Yeah, what did he do to mess it up since it's his fault?
What didn't he do?
Oh, what didn't he do? Oh wow, he was one of them dudes. He was one of them like waiting to exhale type brothers.
She won't talk bad.
I won't.
I won't talk bad either, but I won't talk good.
Oh,
Great person.
He's a nice person. Just
hey, sometimes people just fall out of love, right?
yeah, it wasn't. Can I talk about it? Like it kind of started on a storm. Like when you got married, 2 weeks before you got married.
Oh, no, but that wasn't me.
I'm just saying, but it, like, even still, that was just like a storm from the start. Okay, never mind.
I'll chime in when you need.
I don't want to be wrong. I need
you're
to say you so. How are you so hyped this morning?
Why not? It's morning.
Y'all came in here with Starbucks coffee and stuff. Y'all fancy. That's why y'all hype.
I love a Monday morning. It's like a reset, refresh. Let's go. Let's get it.
And that's where she and I are different.
I don't know. I like Mondays too. You know what I hate? I hate Thursdays.
What's because it's not
Yes,
Friday.
The worst.
I hate a Thursday. Like Thursday is always the day before payday. So it's like you got to struggle a little bit unless you got Ashley money.
Wow.
You know, like Thursday's the day you got to eat ramen for lunch.
I eat ramen. I eat ramen sometimes just because.
You can just remember the struggle. Like you know how like in honor of the ancestors we eat like pig feet and chitlins and stuff. You eat ramen to remember your part of the struggle. I don't think you ever struggled though, did you? Did you ever really struggle?
Absolutely.
When?
Definitely. Like after college. You talking about like in
like real
like
struggle,
growing
real
up?
life struggle. Did
Yeah.
you ever really? What was your struggle? Was it
I'm waiting
you
to hear
didn't have
this one,
you
too,
didn't
'cause
have
I didn't-
cable?
No, I'm talking about like when I first was out of college and just had like my first little jobs and lived on my own. Remember when you and Kyle came to visit me and you made Single Mother Surprise and it was so good? Like that was my struggle period. Like
Single mother surprise.
so, let me tell you, my sister came to my house. This is like 2004, maybe. Came to my house. I had like a can or 2 cans of like mixed
Nothing.
vegetables, a couple packs of ramen, not even a loaf of bread, like a loaf of French bread from the store.
French bread. Look,
No.
all right, wait, let me cut you off.
Right.
If you struggling, you ain't got money for no French bread.
It was
Continue.
it was $1. It was that take and bake bread from Food Line. It was like 79 cents. It was that long loaf. Anyway, and like I had a bag of maybe chicken wings. Now this is before, so
Chicken wings. Struggling people have chicken wings in their freezer.
Basically,
Keep
what
going.
she's saying is I took basically what she had in her pantry and I made a gourmet meal. And that's what I continue to do now.
It's good.
It's
Like,
a thing I brand called Single Mom surprise. And you know what? It works.
It works.
And it kind of launched my whole career as a baker. Can I endorse me?
You can endorse you.
Okay, so
Endorse yourself, boo.
Cam_unglutened. So Cam Unglutened or unglutenkitchen.com. I am a home baker. I try to make foods where you're trying to pull something together and you make it beautiful. So right now I can't eat gluten or wheat, or I have other food allergies, but you can still have amazing food and it can still be delicious and beautiful. Same thing if you're just trying to pull something together, you only have this or this. How do you put it together and make something gourmet? So people will joke that you can have nothing but cardboard and noodles in the pantry and you will have a Thanksgiving dinner at the end of the day once I get in your kitchen.
Seriously, like,
Wow.
Period.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Is everything gluten free? Because I like gluten, as you can tell.
I love gluten too.
I'm a gluten fan, and I'm just not going to spend my hard-earned money on gluten-free food.
So that's part of my gimmick, which is nobody wants to go in here and be like, ugh, gluten-free, vegan, you know, all these things that are these alternative ways of eating. I make it so you just don't know, right? So I'll bring something somewhere and they're like, wait a minute, there's no wheat in this? And that's the point. Because
Wait,
I don't want to buy,
gluten?
I don't want to buy gluten-free stuff either. And so I want it to be something that you want to eat that looks good. So sometime on a break, you'll hit my Instagram and take a look, and you'll be like, "Oh wait, she wasn't playing." Right?
I can't taste it. I've seen a lot of stuff that looked good. I saw a green bean casserole that looked good.
Oh no, it tastes good too.
Yeah,
It tastes good.
We did Thanksgiving in her house last year, and everything was gluten free, and it was so good. I was like, what? Is it? She made that dressing last year. I took the remainder home and froze it because it was so good to me.
My dressing be like,
It was
Really? Because I hate dressing.
Oh, I do too,
Oh.
and mine is good. I'm like, what am I eating? It's so good.
So let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all find yourselves repeating the same meal from Thanksgiving on Christmas, or do y'all switch it up somehow?
We try to switch it up. Actually,
I try to switch it up.
We do try to switch it up. We try to even. I mean, you know, there's some staples. You know, you're gonna have your macaroni and cheese. You're gonna have your green, or you know, your collard greens. You know, you have your staples, but we try to switch it up. Like one of my favorite Christmases that she did, we had taco. No, we had fried chicken, brisket. What did we have that year?
I don't know, but Christmas time I like to have fried chicken and brisket.
Yeah,
I like a good pot roast.
And
Come on,
I
now.
love pot roast.
Yeah, my sister, she put me on to it. Like every Christmas, she'll make a pot roast.
Pot roast.
Yes, but I fried chicken like because it's fried chicken.
Because you need the fried chicken.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it's part of your life.
It's staple.
At some point, chicken, fried chicken, especially. And I don't like all but just drumsticks and wings. I'm like a kid when it comes to my chicken pieces.
I like.
You give me a thigh, we fighting.
What? I don't necessarily like thighs, but I like. I mean,
Nobody likes thighs.
I
do
love chicken
She
thighs.
loves chicken thighs.
All I love.
You know what? You know, I was gonna ask you to marry me, but nah, we good. I can't marry no thigh eater.
No, it would work.
Wow.
It would work because then y'all get a chicken. She eats the thighs. You eat the.
But I'll be
See,
disgusted.
Ashley, we
too
both
disgusted.
learn from divorces.
Yeah.
I already know that's going to
You
take
don't-
us to the divorce house, so
Yeah.
we might as well not even do it.
I'll get divorced because of the chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs.
Yeah,
Wow.
From
had-
day one.
If I have to watch you eat a chicken thigh, it's automatically over.
There
Wait,
it is.
watch her eat it. So it's also the appearance of eating chicken
Yes, yes.
Wow.
A chicken thigh is the
thighs? I
most
have
disgusting
so
thing to watch
much
someone
to
eat.
learn. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. But she's a cool person though.
She is. My sister's
Yeah.
wonderful.
But it just ain't gonna work out.
Love
Oh.
connection didn't work.
Yeah,
I
thanks for
tried.
trying though.
I
Thanks for
tried.
trying.
And
Thanks.
she like big dude too.
Oh, she likes fat dudes.
What?
You didn't I? Wow.
You like fat dudes?
She don't hate
Current, I love all men.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, she don't like fat dudes. Actually, you tried
Not
it. You
true.
tried it.
Not true. She used. What was the
I
guy?
used to have a fat man fetish.
Fat
That's
man.
You had a fat man fetish.
She did.
At one time, yes. And I used to call it that. But I'm more politically correct now, so I
Well,
didn't want to repeat
I
that. That was
can't-
years ago, and I'm going to get canceled. Hashtag.
Wow, you're more like me than I thought because I used to have Fat Girl Fridays. Every Friday, it was like in my days where I was, for lack of a better words, a hoe.
Okay.
Well, actually, I wasn't a hoe because they get paid. I was a slut. But every Friday,
He's a man of the world.
I would reserve it for a fat girl, and I would
Wow.
call it Fat Girl Friday.
Wait. Really?
Yes, I would not go out with a skinny girl on a Friday. It was against my religion.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
See, and now I'm more of like a muscle man Monday, tone Tuesday,
Workout Wednesday.
workout Wednesday, Thought Thursday.
Thought Thursdays. I can
and
get with
Fit
that.
Friday.
I can get
That's
that.
Oh,
how I
so
take
so
them
all
now.
skinny dudes now.
No,
huh?
no skinny
No
ones
skinny.
now. They got to have
They gotta
some
have a little body on them.
muscular thickness.
Yeah, but no fat dudes. I got you. I got you.
I'm just
Ain't
saying the
nothing-
fetish is over. It used to be a thing.
It used to be a thing.
Yeah,
What
hashtag-
happened? What changed? What changed? Why don't you give fat dudes a chance anymore?
I don't think they liked me. I think I liked them more, right?
You messing with the wrong fat dudes. You just came down to North Carolina.
Yeah, it would be a different story.
They would have been bidding on you like you was at a car
I was
auction.
about to say all kinds of teddy bears.
Don't get it twisted. I'm like the king of teddy bears out here, so you ain't gonna get much better than me. But there are some good-looking, cool, debonair, fresh fat niggas. You know what we should meet? She should meet Paul.
Okay.
You think she would like Paul? Paul look, Paul's in your range too. I should picture.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Ashley says, in my wheelhouse.
It is in your wheelhouse. Yeah.
Yo, but anyway, we got some stuff to talk about. We got Little Uzi Vert. Got his stage name from a crackhead. We got we got stuff to talk about today. We got to talk about Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
We got Faison Love is trending right now. We got a lot to kick it, but first we got some jams for you, so y'all keep it locked. Yo, and that was Love Me Sexy by the one and only Jackie Moon.
Moon, that's a jam right there.
Yo, you know, I wonder if Will Ferrell knows that right there in Raleigh, North Carolina, there's a radio station jamming Love Me Sexy on the daily. Well, not on the daily, but at least on the monthly.
At least once a month.
Yeah.
I don't know. We should let him know.
Yeah, write him, because I heard he was a jerk.
Is he?
I don't know. I just want to say I heard.
Oh.
It's always I heard allegedly Will
Allegedly.
Ferrell is a jerk. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he ain't. But yeah, anyway, that was my jam, man. I'm gonna tell you though, it was the backup singles for me. The backup singles make that song.
And
the
the
backup
horns?
and the horns.
Whew.
Like anybody could, like obviously anybody could have stepped on the mic and sung that song and killed it.
I would love to see like somebody like a real singer remake it.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would like to see like Neo do it.
Ooh,
Oh, that would be great.
good.
Wow, these Prestons, boy, I'm telling you. If y'all don't know, just in case y'all just tuning in, we got Ashley P, and we have her sister Kamron with a K. That's why it smells like Gucci purses in here right now.
That's my next goal. I mean, I know you don't like Gucci, but I want to.
Oh, I despise Gucci.
I know. I still want a bag.
Yeah,
I think
like
we're
it.
both rocking Coach today.
Yeah, we're rocking Coach today.
Coach.
We like nice bags.
And their official Coach too. They
No,
didn't,
they're real
Come on
Coach.
they did not
Yeah.
buy these from a crackhead.
Did
Yes, not from.
These did not fall off a truck.
Did not.
Did not.
They came in the dust pouch and dust ruffle pouch and everything.
Yeah, because they fancy over here. It smell like new leather. You smell it? Y'all smell that? Yeah, that's what it smells like in here. New leather and cocoa butter. I'm going to stop playing with y'all.
I use coconut oil in my hair. True. So coconut. Maybe that's what it is.
I use coconut oil on mine too. So I
do
feel,
you?
yeah, it gives me that nice little shiny look.
So
Yeah.
you got your beard trimmed up and everything too.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
brand
yeah.
new today.
Yeah, that's why I ain't wearing a hat.
Uh,
I ain't hiding nothing. Y'all gonna see this $40 haircut.
okay. Okay. You get the little facial steam and everything, and
Man, yo, like a sauna. They put me back, hold my head back and everything. Put the towel over my face.
treat yourself.
Yeah, you know, sometimes brothers get pampered too.
You should.
And I don't like people playing with my feet, so that pedicure thing is
Oh,
out.
you don't get pedicures?
Now I just suck my feet in water like I did when I was like my mom taught me when I was a kid.
Okay.
Suck my foot in water, then I get that little scrubber thing, and I go over the bottom of my feet and I cut my toenails. That's about all I gotta
It's
do.
very nice to hear that you take care of your feet, like, cause there's a lot of men out there who don't do that.
Oh yeah, I still got ugly feet. Don't get me wrong.
Put a little Listerine in that water.
Listerine.
Yes, it'll remove the dead skin. It'll just get in there and work with your little toe jams. And all
I
stuff you
use
don't see.
alcohol. I don't get toe jam. I don't
I'm
get
saying
toe jam.
It's stuff that you don't see. It'll just go in there and do it without you having to think about
Listerine.
Listerine, the blue one.
it. The blue.
The
Don't
blue
get
Listerine?
Don't
the
get
gold
one.
The brown, the one that makes your breath stink.
No, that doesn't make your breath. Well,
The brown Listerine make your breath stink.
I know, but your mouth will be. You peel off all the inside layers
Yeah.
of your mouth,
Mouth be numb as a mile, won't it?
but clean,
Clean.
antiseptic.
Boy, I remember the first encounter I had with brown Listerine was my band teacher in the 5th grade. Mr. Acock he kept Listerine on his piano. That brown Listerine, and it was never open. I was like, are you ever gonna use this? Just sitting there.
for show.
Just sitting there like, dude, are you ever going to open up this list? Please.
It was just for show.
And I'll tell you the funny thing about Mr. Acott. Mr. Acott was cool, right? But like he was a big guy, he was a fat guy. And I remember at lunch he used to get 2 chicken sandwiches, and everybody used to laugh at him. And I'm like, that's me now. I grew up to be Mr. Acott. I'm Mr. Acott. But anyway, we got the weather break, and then we'll be back.
93.5 is a low-power FM service brought to you by Triangle Access Broadcasting, a non-profit corporation. WRLY-LP Raleigh.
Here's the weather, brought to you by Triangle Access Broadcasting and Oak 93.5. Sunny skies today, the high 60 with a light southwest wind. Clear tonight, the low down to 32. Sunny and warmer Tuesday, the high 65. Clear Tuesday night, the low down to 37. That's the latest from Oak 93.5. Yeah! I'm nowcast meteorologist Matthew Harding.
Thank you, Mr. White Man. Appreciate that. So, why everybody think that is so funny? I don't get it.
I love Mr. White Man.
Mr. White Man be killing the weather now.
I love to sing the theme song and then hear Mr. White Man. That's my favorite part of the day. Raleigh, let's come alive. Oak 93.5.
Wow, she hit every note.
I sing it every time.
Wow, that is
If
amazing.
there's any Mr. White Man that you can trust, it's one who brings you the weather.
Or my check.
Or your check.
Mr. White Man that bring my check is
There
very
you go.
trustworthy.
Run me my money.
Run them pockets. Yo, so we was talking before the music break about Faison Love and what he has said. So to quote the source, right? The quote, they said in 1962, Malcolm X said, "The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. And the most neglected person in America is the black woman." And in 2021, those words still resonate and ring true. Now, what they're getting to is Nicole Byer, who has amassed critical success and has recently came out with a stand-up special on Netflix called Nicole Byer, BBW, Big Beautiful Weirdo. Now, comedian Faison Love recently went on social media and took shots at fellow comedian Nicole Byer after she got a Netflix special and he didn't. In an Instagram post, Faison said, "So after a very long consideration, I felt the only way to get a Netflix special is to become an unfunny black woman. My new name is Nicole Byer. This is my transformation." Yes. And my thing is, when it boils down to it, I have to admit, Faison Love is a funnier comedian than Nicole Byer. Right?
Okay.
And I also have to admit that I watched Nicole Byer's entire Netflix special while I was working Saturday. I did not laugh or chuckle once.
Did you feel like because it wasn't funny, or was it unrelatable, or what was
It just wasn't funny.
Was it funny to you?
Like, because the thing is, I take pride in being able to relate to people in different circles, right? And seeing her special, it just wasn't funny. And I mean, not to say it in a harsh way or nothing, but it just wasn't good. And the thing is, it really boils down to when I was thinking about what Faison said, as well as what I've seen in the media, they never choose the funny women to have specials. Like, for example, it's all Tiffany Haddish, who I don't find funny. Amy Schumer, who I don't find funny. Now, Ali Wong, I find hilarious.
I love Ali Wong.
Angela Johnson, I find hilarious.
She's coming.
She's coming to, I think, Cary Improv.
Yeah, Improv. Yeah.
Who else was it? Wanda Sykes, I find hilarious. But those,
special was good.
but what we're seeing a lot is the Tiffany Haddishes and the Nicole Byers and just not Amanda Seales I be knowing was terrible. Now, Molly from Insecure had a stand-up special, and it was great.
Very funny.
Yvonne Orji, yeah, hilarious.
I think what happens a lot of times is they choose the popular people versus the funny people.
Right.
And that's in my opinion, that's kind of the trend. They choose the people who they know are going to have people
Clickbait.
Yeah. I mean, like they're gonna watch it. They're gonna watch Nicole. She's popular. She's got nailed it. She's
but that only applies to women. And that's my point. It's like it's kind of like if a dude's not fun, no matter how popular he is, he ain't getting on Netflix special.
Well,
He ain't getting no Showtime stand-up special. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you will have women who, like, the bar, it seems to be so set so low.
is it
in
is it to fill a
times.
quota though? Because like the thing
Maybe.
is, especially as a female comic, I know one of the things that I hate to see is when I'm looking at lineups for shows and stuff, and I see all men.
You hate to see that because I find it appalling how women demand to be included, but then they set themselves off with all these all-female shows.
But
it's like, dude, if a dude said, if I came out with a show and said all male show or whatever, all inclusive to males, I would get raked over the coals.
So I'm going to carefully compare this to the same thing where, like, with black people,
and
where
white.
we,
I was
where
just
we weren't
about to go there.
We weren't allowed in white spaces, so we created our own. In the same right in comedy, we're not allowed in male spaces, so we create our own. Now, I'm not saying all this. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying a lot of times, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having all men on the show, but there are funny women out there, and to feel excluded, or even not even excluded, but to be not considered.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Rough estimate. What would you say the percentage is for female comedians? I'm not even talking about funny or not funny. Female comedians and male comedians. Like, out of 100%, what percentage would you say are female?
I'd probably say 25.
25, okay. And that means that 75% is male, right? So mathematically speaking, to make sure that everybody gets a chance, you're going to have to exclude females from certain shows just to make sure that dudes that didn't get a chance to perform for months get to perform now.
You don't have to actually exclude them. It's just going
Well,
to
it's
do
not
it. The law of
necessarily-
averages is going to do that.
Yeah, I just what I'm saying. I'm not saying exclude like personally exclude, but you're just trying to make sure everybody gets their shot.
Yeah, which I understand, which is why I'm not saying that it's just disheartening to see it over and over and over. Like, I get it.
Because what gets disheartening to me is when women say, you should have more women on your show, and then they step on stage and all they do is they talk bad about men.
There,
and then you're like, and that's why we're supposed to put you're basically dogging us.
but it's not.
That's like me saying, white people put me on the show, and then I spend 10 minutes talking junk about white people.
Well, but that goes to the point of make sure where we talk about being funny versus filling a quota, and it goes literally back to the same thing that we were talking about with Nicole Byer or Tiffany Haddish. Or are they filling a quota, or are they looking for people who are funny? Are they looking for somebody who's going to sell something, or are they looking for somebody who is going to bring quality material? And that's where, like, you have to find the balance. It's not a perfect science to be like, okay, we have these 25% of women, we got to get them on all shows. We have these 75% of men, and we have to make sure that they're not only on all shows. Like, there's no... It's about finding a balance.
Yeah,
So.
and the thing is, with women creating their own space and their own shows, as well as I don't think I've ever personally been on the show that didn't have a woman on it.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever been on one.
Yeah, I've definitely been on many shows where I'm the estrogen.
Yeah.
And what I find is sometimes I'm the one who gets 5 minutes. Everybody else gets 10, 15, 20. So...
A lot of times men don't see that. If you take that into the workplace too, men will say, I've never worked somewhere where there's no women. And women are like, bruv, there's nobody here but me. You're literally just referring to me.
Yeah, but that's still a woman.
So
then you got to factor in the type of jobs that some men work.
But a woman who's giving a significant, bringing something to the table. Same thing on that comedy stage. And that's what we're talking about. We want to make sure that quality is coming to the stage, right? Not just that quota, not just that number.
Right.
Like, I used to
because let's keep it a band. I'm just gonna speak from my personal just knowledge of the triangle comedy scene. Every woman that says they're a comedian ain't funny.
Right.
I don't disagree.
Every man that says he's a comedian ain't funny.
I don't disagree.
Right.
There are a lot of people that need some classes, or they just need to work on their craft some more.
Right.
Well,
Because
remember
honestly,
what
what makes me mad more than anything is seeing an unfunny person on stage.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. Because I'm not even near the top of the list of funny comedians. But come on.
Yeah.
There are some that I'm like, yo, you've been saying the same jokes for 3 years, and I haven't heard a laugh yet.
And they weren't funny then either.
Nah.
Like maybe I'm a little biased, but I think like you're one of my favorites in the area, like hands down.
Well, I appreciate
like,
it.
and that's been since like I remember seeing you on stage. Like that guy's funny, and it was like especially for me, if I remember your jokes, you're funny to me. Like if your set is brand new to me every time you get up there and it's the same jokes you've been telling, it's not funny.
Right.
But I'm like you. I'm like I hate to see people not funny booked.
Yeah, I hate to see people make a mockery of comedy.
Yeah.
Because we make it look so easy that people think, oh, I can just do that too. And they go up and they bomb.
Yeah.
And then I understand you're going to bomb.
Yeah. Yep.
But you're eventually going to get better.
You're going to get better.
And if you don't get better, because I'm going to tell you, like, prime example, Emilio De Leon, right? Mm-hmm. Now, that is one dude I've seen grow. Mm-hmm. Like, he is hilarious now.
Agreed. And it's a lot of it is about his presence, too.
Yeah.
Because
he's always working.
Like he comes off as timid sometimes, but when he gets on stage, he's this totally different guy. Jalen, like
Jalen Montanez,
same thing. Like you having a conversation on the side with Jalen, you'd be like, "Who is this dude?" He gets on stage, I'm like, "You're funny."
Yeah, yeah.
And it's about delivery. It's about comfort. Like people always tell me, they're like, "You seem so comfortable on stage." They don't know I sweat before I get on stage.
My knees knock.
I'm nervous. Like. They see me walking around pacing, doing things, and that's literally trying to calm me down.
Oh yeah, I smoke 8 cigarettes before a show. I'm dead serious. Let me tell you. When before a show, especially if it's one that I actually put merit in, right? I will smoke 8 cigarettes before a show. I'm trying to be by myself so I can really focus. Yeah. Right? I'm not sociable at all before a show. Before I perform, I'm not sociable at all. Right. And I'm drinking 3 Long Island iced teas. Now I get on stage, now I'm drunk and I'm definitely gonna bomb.
Right. No, so I did Mavericks on Saturday. And
she did good.
Thank you.
It was good stuff.
Thank you, Kamron. And we literally drove in from Atlanta.
Got out the car.
Like I didn't have on real clothes. I had on travel clothes and some Crocs. Like
you and them Crocs.
I love Crocs.
Do you wear Crocs too?
No, sir.
Thank God.
But she came to my house. How many pairs of Crocs I had at the door?
I have no idea.
14.
You need to just throw them all out when y'all get out of here.
Now.
But anyway, before you continue, we got some more jams. It's the Christmas special. You know how we do. So I got some Christmas music for you. Y'all keep it locked. We'll be back for more conversation after this. Oh, and we're back. That was Boys to Men. Let It Snow. Oh, but never mind. That was my weed man right there. I was like, who's hitting me up? All right, cool. So I'll be happy today. So before the break, Kamron, you said you had a comment on this whole Faison Love Nicole Byer controversy. What's up?
Yeah, so first of all, Faison Love also said in another statement 2 weeks ago that Will Ferrell was unneeded in a remake of Elf. False. So first of all, Faison is in another world and on some other stuff. Okay, so we'll put that out right there. Secondly, Faison is such an established comedian. Like you said, he is a great comedian. He is funnier than Nicole Byer. He brings a different type of comedy. Okay, she's more slapstick. I love her on her shows. I love her characters that she plays. But Faison is different. Faison has to realize that a Nicole Byer or an Ashley or you or other comedians coming up watched him on that screen and honored him. And for him to have been established already, he had his heyday, right? He had his funny time. It's not over, but for him to come and say, well, she's not funny, she's not this didn't work, he's forgetting his foundation. This is her time. This is not his time. He's in there trying to be petty and compare himself as if they're both coming up in the industry at the same time. Now, I get that it's a constant battle. When new people enter, we go through that in any workforce where all of a sudden you are peers with somebody who's 20 years old and you're 40 and you've been in this game. And you're both competing for the same audience, the same money, the same things. And I get that and I respect that. But he also needs to respect that he is established. He did have those hungry days and he has been a star. He has been Black famous. He is Black famous. He did get that crossover. And so did she. And that's what she's riding in right now. And he's got to give that much respect. That said, maybe her show wasn't all that funny.
It was terrible.
Right. I haven't watched it yet. I love her, haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure I may also not laugh. Just like I don't laugh at Tiffany Haddish. But I do love like her special that she did for all these women who are bringing. Now I laughed at that because
They ready?
Yes, I laughed at that. Okay, because she brought people in, but that's my comment on Faison and where he was with all of that. The way I forgot what the statement was. Now we've been on so many tangents.
Yeah, we've been
the
all over
exact
the place.
Statement.
I'll go back to it.
Okay, sure.
Let's see here.
I can read it.
Okay, go ahead.
So after very long consideration, I felt the only way to get a Netflix special is to become an unfunny black woman. Black women, because also grammar.
Grammar's terrible.
My new name is Nicole Byer. This is my transformation.
Now,
Okay,
you know
that's
what's
the
funny?
part.
The fact of the matter is, I think it's more than just the name drop. I think he's saying that, like, all the black women that have had Netflix specials over him weren't, because he said something about Monique.
Yeah.
When Monique had a special or trying to get a special on Netflix. and they
So
wouldn't
is
give her one.
he trying to get a special? Is that
Yes,
That's what it sounds like.
Because like honestly, Faison Love's never had a comedy special.
See, and I wouldn't think that. I would
Yeah.
think that he did. And so that was the part that got me about the comment. He said, I guess the way to get in is to do this. And I'm thinking, dude, you're in. You literally did. Here's the
He's
phrase.
in, but
you
he's
walked,
not in.
You walked so we could run. But he did do that. And
But-
so he sounds like he's saying that he can't get in because other unfunny people are. I'm like,
Yeah, taking his
dude.
spot.
But also, making a statement like that is going to push you further back in the
Come
line.
on.
Like, you just set your. If you really thought that was going to be helpful to you, you failed.
Oh yeah, I know, because there's been times where I wanted to voice my frustration. Luckily, I have enough coof to not voice my frustration on social media platforms,
course.
because I am not trying to blow the one shot I finally do get.
Right.
But like, I've noticed in my personal life, I have to circumvent around because I'm not getting the opportunities that I should be getting because of unfunny people taking spots in front of me.
But you can say it like that, and you didn't have to bash a
Oh,
specific
I don't-
person
yeah,
who
I'm
is
not
also
bashing.
doing well. But that's the thing; she's also doing well. She's having her time the same way he had to come in, because there's stuff that he's done that was not funny, or was only black funny, or situationally funny, because
Right.
we were watching it in context with other people ripping off of him, right?
Right.
So that's why some of his stuff was funny. So for him to take and bash her, and then also lump in there unfunny women, unfunny black women, it's like, dude, you're actually taking down the whole thing.
Yeah.
Why we're even in the door, and you're going to turn somebody else's head to say, well, maybe we shouldn't let any of them unfunny folks in.
Yeah.
And I totally see your point, but let me ask you a question. Is there a point where, because of gender and gender norms or whatever, that it seems like sometimes when a man says anything critical of a female, that it becomes too much? Like, for example, almost like there's no accountability. Like, for example, her stand-up special is terrible, right? And the fact that he said that, are we losing the actual ideology that he's talking about, the fact that the special was terrible and he can't get one, or are we only talking about the fact that he bashed a woman?
Now, see, if he had just done the one thing, fine. It wasn't a good special. Just like you did. You did it with Kuth. Like, the things that you're saying don't ring the same way as the things
Yeah.
that he said. You said it, and you said what you said, and it didn't take down anybody. It wasn't because she's a woman or whatever. It's just, it wasn't funny.
Like, yeah, he came off. His statement was targeted. His statement was blanketed. It was blanketed and targeted, because he was like unfunny black. Like, his whole thought, like you said, I feel like he wasn't just saying Nicole Byer. I think he was saying unfunny black women, or maybe he wasn't, and he just has poor grammar, because we don't know. But the thing is, like, you can make a statement about you not having something without targeting someone else. He could have said, I'm out here trying to get a Netflix special, and I keep seeing people do it, people that I don't necessarily think are funny. I'm, waiting for my turn, or maybe I need to change how I'm approaching something. Like, there's a way to be angry about something without coming at someone.
Well, let me
I
tell
didn't
you
get
this.
this job because you were there and you're less qualified, whatever, fine. But to say I didn't get this job because black women who wear green are up here always getting these jobs, and they walk in here and that's what black women do to me, blah blah blah, is a very different statement than saying I didn't get this job because of Susie. And white people do that, or did that all the time. I didn't get into that school because of all the black people who got in,
action.
and they weren't even qualified, and none of them even had education, and they all come from this. I didn't get into the school. Well, that's not why. Actually, maybe one person did beat you out. Maybe y'all were right together and they got in and you thought, but it's not the whole race.
Yeah.
It's not the whole system of affirmative action. It's not the whole system of we're bringing female comedians because I'm not even, y'all are in lower numbers.
You might as well be.
But that's not the reason that he didn't get it. The reason he didn't get it is because Netflix isn't interested in giving him a special, because sometimes he's unfunny, along with what Nicole Byer just was.
Interesting. So
But
you
he
think
is funny. I love Faison.
Yeah,
But
all I know is Nicole Byer could have totally gotten it because she was looking good on that special. I will say that. But the jokes, But I was like, I want to laugh so bad because you're so cute, but nah, can't do it.
So do you think she's funny, like in general?
No.
Okay.
I think there's all right, so there's another chick that reminds me so much of Nicole Byer that is hilarious. Michelle
I know who you're talking about. They did
Boudreaux or something like that.
They did the doppelganger on Black Lady Sketch
she
Show.
was on she was the host of The Circle.
yes.
On Netflix.
She's funnier, but
No, she's funny.
Yeah, they have a different, their delivery's similar,
Yeah.
but yeah, she's funnier. Nicole is situationally funny.
Yeah.
She's a great character.
I think she's a pretty girl. That's about as far as I can go with that. But the homegirl from Insecure, Nikki. She's the bigger one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The big pretty one.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
She's funnier
Yeah.
than Nicole Byer.
Maybe that's who I was thinking of. The because they were on a Black Lady Sketch Show. Nicole Byer and there's another black girl. They were supposedly the same person. Even though they look.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I can't even think of it. I'm not really.
I can't think of her name. Brown skin, black girl, curly hair.
Yeah.
But the girl from The Circle that you were referring to, I think she's funnier and not just situationally. She can tell a joke. She knows how to like hit.
And maybe that's what Nicole has. Maybe Nicole's a writer. Maybe she's got all of her. She's got. And that's
Nicole, if you are listening, I know you're not, but if this somehow just goes viral somewhere, I do love you. Okay, I haven't watched the show yet, and I do still want to be on Nailed It. Okay, follow me, Cam Unglutened on Instagram. I can cook, and then sometimes I mess up too. So it'd be great for the show.
I
don't want to be on the show, but
I do.
I want to be on Nicole Byer. That's what I want to be.
Hey.
Let me stop playing.
Play some music, HL.
No, I'm not playing no music. I just stopped playing music.
I'm just kidding.
We just had Christmas music.
We did.
Yeah. Oh, so we know about Juicy, right?
Juicy Smollett.
Smollett. Number one, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've known who Jussie Smollett was before Empire, before the Mighty Ducks. I knew who he was when he was on the TV show with his whole entire family called On Our Own.
On Our Own. That was our show.
Yes.
And the funny thing was, I thought he was gay then.
He was.
Yeah, of course. I was like, this dude's little off. But I thought it was a funny show. He was a good actor and all of that. So, like, I ain't gonna say he was a hero of mine, but he was just someone I seen come up, right?
Yeah.
And seen achieve success on his own terms. Because, he was in the shadow of Journey for so long, right? But
She's
then,
killer too. I love her.
I love Journey Smollett.
She's killer.
She is so fine now. Like, I remember when she was just a little cute little girl that had a little
Full
sass
House.
to her,
Yeah,
right?
She's the Michael Jackson to their family.
She is.
Yes, hands down. But now Juicy then got found guilty of 5 counts of disorderly conduct for lying to the Chicago Police Department over a hate crime, which was declared a hoax.
Yeah. That's like
My son and I both having lived in that area. I think everybody who lived in that area looked at each other like, he got robbed where? At what
Subway?
store that we always go to? Like, when?
yeah.
Who is getting beat up? Like, there's so many things, right? There was so many things that just poked holes in it for me. Number one, it was like 2:00 in the morning. He was at Subway. If Subway is open 24 hours, who's gonna beat you up in front of a Subway?
The only place I saw that was like in Las Vegas.
Downtown Chicago it's like all the time.
There's people there. It's like
all the
New York
time.
City.
Yes, and
People
it's
are
a super safe area of. It's like near Navy Pier. Like he was in like the cushy area. He didn't even like fake the crime somewhere where it might have happened.
Yeah, so that right there got me. That one was, but like, so he's gonna get sentenced in a couple of months, I believe. He's out right now, I guess. But I'm gonna tell you like this. My question is, if you got convicted of a crime and they didn't put you in jail right then, are you gonna turn yourself in? Cause I'd be somewhere. I'm out.
Gone.
I'm gone.
Gone.
If you're gonna lock me up in that place right then.
Immediately.
Because if you let me walk out that courthouse, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not bringing my ass back. Would you?
How many years has it been now? Because that thing has been...
It happened in 2019,
Yeah,
2018,
2019.
2019.
Oh.
And then, but here's the thing, though. I also look at it like this. If they let him walk away and they're going to sentence him in a few months, like, it's not going to be nothing but probation anyway.
You ain't sentencing me in a few months. You might.
No.
If you better email me because I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jail. If you had every opportunity to put me under the jail when I was in your courtroom. And you didn't. You know what I call that? I call that a blessing.
Yes,
it's
walk away.
High profile, so I mean it's gonna happen, but like.
And he has enough money to go to Mexico and live.
That's what I was gonna say. Or
Costa
have Journey
Rica,
like send him a little bit of coin from the stuff
Tokyo.
she's doing.
Yeah, anywhere.
Put on one of those Trump hats he faked and go somewhere and be.
Like he can just lay low. Like he can literally go to like any Spanish speaking country and pretend, and nobody's gonna know.
Anywhere.
And nobody's gonna know.
True, because he kind of looks Mexican anyway, because you know he's mixed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that was a white half of his family that did that hoax
through.
thing. Because number one, let me tell you something. If I had 13 brothers and sisters and I got my ass beat, I'm not calling the police. I'm calling my 13
family.
siblings.
Right. I'm about to say, me and Kamron were talking about that the other day. I said, if something happens, the first thing I'm doing is on my way. Like, period. Like, that's... And
we had a family in high school called the Seaberries, and they were deep. They were like 4 in every grade, right? And I was just thinking, I was like, and if you fought one Seaberry, you had to fight them all.
The Seaberries.
You know what I mean? So
I get
Seaberries
it.
is running around slapping books out of people's hands and stuff. You know, that was the bullies because they had numbers.
Like this.
Like, y'all got it. Ain't nobody trying to fight all 38 of you Seaberries.
Shout out to the Seaberries.
Shout out to the Seaberries.
Did they make it out of high school?
Yeah, they made it out of high school. They were cool peoples, man, but there was a lot of them.
There was a lot of them.
There was 2 families that were like that. I remember one time, it was the Seaberries and there was the Councils. The Councils were deep, too.
Were they like the Hatfields and the McCoys?
Kind of, man. They had this brawl one time where I was like, good God. It was a family disagreement.
Wow.
It was just like a war. but like that was the thing. So I'm thinking to myself, like I'd be damned if like Fred Seaberry got beat up and then called the police. No, Fred Seaberry get beat up, he calling all them other little Seaberries to come out, and there's about to be some smoke.
Who was like that weird? The Princes. The Princes. Boy, the Princes. I don't even, like, if you're listening, Princes, shout out to all the Princes.
Because we are on live. So
yeah,
the Princes,
shout out to the Prince family. Because
they were deep.
They remain
still deep.
Yeah, of course they gonna stay deep, but so that was your deep family. Everybody had that deep family in high school. Now that one family, you mess. There were 3 of us, and we were like, me and my sister were close in age, but my younger sister, she was by herself because she was 4 years younger than us.
So we're all 4 years apart.
4 years and 3 months apart, exactly to the day, except for the
fact. Let me find out y'all
that
parents
Ashley,
had OCD.
Right, Ashley was born on September 3rd. She was due on the 27th. And as she is maybe sometimes now, she's late for things. And so she was late for birth because we were all 4 years and 3 months apart exactly to the day, except Ashley, who was 1 week late.
Y'all parents had OCD.
Clearly.
Y'all parents were looking at calendars and stuff.
And holidays.
All right,
we're all holidays. She's Memorial Day. I'm Labor Day. My brother's Thanksgiving.
Wow. Yeah. So y'all family really is OCD. Like your parents playing that. There is no way that's an accident.
I did some math though, and I think I was birthday sex.
I was first. I'm gonna tell you what I was. I was the first day they got a babysitter sex. I was conceived in the back of a Cutlass Supreme back in 1982.
I'm aghast.
Do the math though.
With the OJs and the Shaw Lights playing.
Yeah.
Because I had a drunk dad who told me everything.
We didn't ask questions.
We were talking about do the math. My son did that. He was like, he tries to startle me. He's like, Mom, so if you do the math and I look at my birthday, that means I was Valentine's Day sex. I said, Kyle, you need to do the math because your daddy's birthday is February 11th. So it was actually birthday sex. And he was like, Mother, I'm aghast.
I did the math. Let me tell you this. My parents got married January 25th of 1982. My sister was born February 18th of 1982. So I was like, Ma, how big were you? I was like, Ma, let me ask you a question. So you got, because that was back when it was all traditional. Mm-hmm. I was like, Ma, You had Andrea before you got pregnant with Andrea before you got married. You're like, why do you think we got married?
Listen, can I?
Like, do you think I would have married?
Our grandmother, up until my dad was 60 years old, swore she was not pregnant when she got married.
Today, Granny, I still believe you.
Swore. So my grandparents got married March or April.
My dad was 903 pounds when he was born, full size baby.
She said she fell down the stairs at the hospital at her 7-month appointment and gave birth to a full-term baby. My dad was 7 pounds. My dad finally said to my grandmother when he was 60 years old, he said, "Mom, science says that didn't happen."
And she said, "Listen, sir, I done fell on the stairs with you when I was 6 months pregnant. I don't care if I had a full-size baby. That's my story. I'm sticking to it." And you know what?
Yeah,
when I say take something to
blessed
the
with
grave, come on.
See, the problem is, back before Google and knowledge and stuff, you know, they used to shoot us live.
Science,
It's like this. My I don't care what anybody say. My granddaddy had another family in another city.
Come on. Same. Yes. Listen. I wrote a joke about it. I told a joke the other day. It was funny too. It was a funny joke.
Mm-hmm. The joke was funny.
Whole step family about to fight at the funeral.
Whole step family.
Yeah. We met our step family at the funeral.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the best part of especially a black man's funeral is pointing out the illegitimate child, because there is going to be one. I'm convinced that I'm gonna die, not knowing I had any kids, and about 13 little bonies just show up at the funeral.
Just bald beards.
Yeah, a bunch of bald fat dudes with smart mouths and beards, just daddy.
I'm like, I knew it.
And I'm like, I ain't even get to enjoy neglecting y'all.
Well, I mean, you didn't get to enjoy it, but you certainly did it. But you know.
Oh yeah. But I mean, the whole neglecting of your child and acting like they don't exist on Christmas. Like, I didn't get to do that.
You're awful.
But yo, I gotta give a special shout out to Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah!
Congratulations,
the finest woman to graduate college. We don't care that you were 26.
Since me, because actually I held the title until she graduated.
Yeah, but you ain't graduated with her class. I'm talking about her class at TSU.
I'm talking about I held the title.
Finest woman to graduate.
Until she graduated. So 21-year run. I did good.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. So Megan now is the new finest woman to graduate. I say it like that. Graduate college.
Okay.
We don't care that you were 26 because you were looking good in that cap and gown. And I just want to say you got your bachelor's in health administration from Texas Southern University.
And did it with her already broke into what she was gonna do in life. And it's like, hey,
you can still do both.
Yeah, But my thing is, me personally, if I had the success Megan Thee Stallion had, ain't no way in hell I'm going back. I don't even have the success Megan Thee Stallion has now, and I'm not going back to college.
Well, but that's the thing. She did something. She
promised her mom that she was going to graduate college, and she held through on her promise.
Yeah, I think that's definitely commendable.
Oh, yeah. Definitely commendable. Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I was making up for words like what.
Some people think it has to be one or the other. Like, okay, since I'm successful, I don't need college.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, hey, I just want to go to school and I'm already this, or I play basketball and I do this.
Shaq has a whole EDD.
He's a whole everything.
He's got a whole doctorate.
Yeah.
Because he feels like it.
Vince Carter and Antoine Jameson. They went back to school at their rookie year to finish their last year. So I mean, like there are a lot of successful people who found success outside of education or without needing that degree that went back and got that degree. And kudos to them because they have something to fall back on, but they're behind.
Or you just blew up while you were in the middle of it. Like, let's say you're doing something and all of a sudden you become this famous chef and it's like, I was in school, I still got a paper due Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to change. Just like the people who say I'd do the same thing if I won the lottery. Well, maybe they do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Me either.
Like if I hit the lottery, I do the comedy part, I do the radio show.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Some people be like, I'm not going to do the radio. I'm not getting up in the morning. I'm only doing this lifestyle. But you're like, no, you're still going to do the things you enjoy.
Yeah.
But without worry.
Oh, no. I mean, I'd have a helicopter to fly me in every morning.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I can miss the traffic. But yeah, I still do my radio show. I still do comedy. That's my hobby. This is what I do for fun. I actually have to go and work after this.
Right. No, this is I also like I mean, I enjoy this. But like I would probably do something that wouldn't necessarily generate significant income if I enjoyed it. Like I'd probably go work at Target.
I will not work at Target.
I wouldn't.
I'm sorry. I'm not working for nobody if I'm a millionaire.
No, I didn't say
I wish
hard
the
at
hell I
Target.
would let you cuss me out because the eggs ain't fresh, and I got $18 million in the bank account.
I'm like, I don't need this.
Exactly.
See, but I've always done something that I enjoy over something that's going to bring me the best. Now, I've had great careers that have brought in nice 6 figures or whatever, but the fact is, I always choose, right? I always choose to do the thing that is joyful to me. When I was little, when I was 4 years old, I said I want to be a journalist and a hairdresser, and everybody laughed, so I became a journalist. And while I was working for our ABC affiliate in Detroit, I went to cosmetology school and I became a cosmetologist. And then I luckily I had a husband who didn't like to work very much, so I had to get a side job in a salon at Macy's and JCPenney. And then I decided, well, why can't I open up my own little salon? And so I did, and I've opened 2 of them, but still continue to be a journalist, still continue to work. But those things brought me joy, and I
money.
still do things that bring me joy. So I have, I own a business, I do those things that bring me joy, and some of them don't always bring me a lot of money.
I understand that. We'll be back to that statement after Lil Wayne, Hustler Music, and some more jams. Y'all keep it locked.
Already.
Thank you, Mr. Whiteman. Oh, I get to say that twice.
Mr. Whiteman,
Mr.
twice
Whiteman with the
today.
Whiteman.
Twice. If y'all have not noticed, it is 9:01 and we're still on the air. Yes.
Still here.
HL in the AM has been blessed with another hour, which means I've been blessed with another hour to chill with y'all.
Yeah.
Keep y'all informed on what's going on today and what's been going on all week. Like, for example, this Travis Scott thing.
Oh, yeah.
Astro World, and I'm sorry. I feel sorry for Travis Scott, yo.
Yeah, he's
I
getting a
feel
lot
sorry
of
that you're getting that you're getting all the blame for some stuff some dumb niggas did at your show.
Right. Like, there's, like, and the one thing that I saw in the beginning, they were saying he didn't do anything, but there is a video now of him
pointing out saying stop. He stopped the show like 3 times.
Yeah, but it's like, also, what can you do? Because even if he stopped the show, it's still happening.
I'm gonna tell you, Hulu aired a documentary about it, and they was showing footage of them and the thing was they the families were saying take it off because they said that, we ain't had time to grieve and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If you watch that documentary, it really alleviates Travis Scott because like he wasn't even on like performing. It was they opened the doors up, right? And I mean they started stampeding each other then.
Yeah.
Trying to be the first
From
one
the
to get in.
beginning.
So it wasn't Travis Scott or him encouraging any of that activity. It was the fact that like them people in Houston didn't know how to act that day.
They're impatient.
Also, as a performer, it's like the show must go on, and you have people and staff who are there to handle things if the crowd gets rowdy, if whatever. And so you're supposed to be oblivious, like, okay, they're handling that. And then you say something like, hey, y'all, calm it down. We're trying to do this, blah, blah, blah. You keep going with your show. How can you know the magnitude of what is going on until you see the rush of what's going on, at which time you don't have the ability to stop that and to say, I could have done something about this?
The police didn't have the ability to stop the people from barging over each other getting to the thing. Like, they were literally cops. They're just like trying, but after a while, it was like, go ahead.
Yeah.
They ain't nothing we could do. It was a mob.
It was
It's
a
a
mob
mob,
action.
masses. Yeah.
And it's kind of unfair that he's too
Like-
it wasn't like he was inciting anything. It would be different if he was like,
Get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember when MOP was performing at A&T Homecoming, this dude got knocked out during the concert, and they stopped the show like, hey, someone's got his ass whooped, and went right back to performing.
Yep.
Best moment ever.
That's, man, there's...
And the sad part for that guy was that he was forever known as the dude that got his ass whooped at the Homecoming concert 2002.
Man, I think that was kind of when I decided to stop going to the homecoming concerts. There was a lot.
There
Or was
was
it
a
called
lot.
Super Jam? I used to go to Super Jam. I used to go to homecoming concerts.
Concert fights used to be the norm.
It
I
was-
came
yeah.
up in like the 90s
Yeah.
concerts, and it was always like, oh, who just got their tail just kicked down the stairs at Joe Louis Arena
Right.
or wherever.
Right,
It
though.
was. There's always a concert fight, a concert mob, that rush.
Or club fight.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
swell that you hear before you hear that.
Yeah.
And then the run. Yeah.
That's why I learned how to run. I learned how to run at A&T.
Run.
I jumped my first fence at A&T.
I ran-
running from the Click. I don't know if you remember a club called the Click. Boy, running from the Click, I didn't even know I could jump a fence.
Yeah.
Like you find out you can jump a fence when you jump in the fence. You know?
Yeah, basically, my first run experience at A&T's campus freshman year, somebody was pop, pop, pop in the air. I didn't know. My sister told me, she's like, if you ever hear pops, just run.
Just run.
And that was one of the lessons she taught me about going, to HBCU. And first time I heard the pops, I said, run. And I ran. I ran behind Scott Hall, behind like a radiator. I don't know. All I know is I was on the ground, and I was like, whoa, that was wild. And
I used to say, too.
That's
when
what
you go to
happens
a
when
party.
white people go to HBCU.
you know, like, whatever. HL.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that was wild. Yeah, that was a white
But
girl
I mean,
moment.
we weren't exposed to that though where we grew up. Honestly, like we weren't exposed to
We
that.
were.
I was exposed at the club.
I mean, well, she was a club kid though, so I wasn't.
I was.
I remember we had Black College weekend. They started shooting there. This is when I found that I should have ran track.
Yeah.
Cause you found out how
Well,
fast you really
my boy
are.
was on the track team. He was a sprinter, and he's out, and I'm running, and I'm looking at my boy like, yo,
Why am I
like
beating you?
passing them, and I'm just keep going. Like I jumped the fence, not a fence, but like a little
barricade.
barricade.
Mm-hmm.
Leaped it, jumped over a Honda Civic. I was like, I could have did hurdles.
Yeah.
Like I was out, but yeah,
True
that's
story. I was a track star in high school.
You were?
I wasn't a star, but I ran track in high school.
What?
I was a sprinter.
You was a sprinter?
Mm-hmm. And it used to surprise people because they'd be like, "Oh, the big girl can run." Cool.
I ain't never surprised nobody because like when I did run, I didn't run track. I just ran. But when I did run, I was the slowest one. They did my joint with a sundial. They didn't even use a stopwatch.
Like,
they use a regular watch.
We'll be back in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I actually used to surprise people because the funny thing is when I was in high school, I was a big girl, but it wasn't even like now. I would love to be that size because I wasn't a big girl like then.
You was just a little thickums.
Yeah, I was like size 12, size 14, and they were like, "Shape."
Very big for Troy, Michigan.
Very big for Troy in 1994. And so I would get out there and run. I remember when I first went out for track, they were like, "You trying to throw shot put?" I was like, "No, I want to run." They're like, "You should throw." I'm like, "I don't want to throw." And so I went out there to run, and they were like, "Oh, okay."
I guess my only way to be a track star is to be an
A
overweight
thrower.
black girl
Yeah.
thrower.
Oh no, that
And
one
then-
girl.
and
There's
actually,
this
it was-
one girl now. She throwing the hell out that hammer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, that's not my forte. That was not my strength. I could run. Like I have
Alright.
runner's
She has good
legs.
legs.
And it's interesting enough, the encouragement came from your best friend,
Who'd I do?
Monica.
Oh, yeah, she had big legs too.
Yeah. Her best friend was a senior.
So were y'all both athletes or just you?
No,
I played sports and was athlete.
What
she was a
sports did you play?
dancer.
In high school, I did have to gravitate and do one thing. My
Yeah.
parents made me, so I stayed on the Troy Phillies,
The
dance
dance
and
team.
drill. But I played volleyball. I ran track.
Soccer.
I played soccer for years, and then coached soccer.
Yeah.
And then coached cheerleading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was football and band.
Yeah.
Two things that just don't go together.
I still want to see you in a band uniform.
Ah man, I wish I could find those pictures.
Yeah.
Ah man, I had our band uniforms was red, white, and blue, and then I went to
America.
another school, and it was black and orange.
What were you, the drum major?
Oh me? No, I was a drummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Come on,
Oh
Nick
yeah.
Cannon.
Oh yeah. Nick Cannon ain't had nothing on me. I wish Nick Cannon would bring his ass out there with that bull he was doing in Drumline. Man, we would have laughed at Nick Cannon's ass with that corny. All right, anyway, I like Drumline. I did like the movie
I
Drumline.
like drumline too. Me too.
I thought Drumline 2 was trash.
Trashily.
Shouldn't have been done.
Never. And the problem was it was the script. It was like Nick Cannon had his little cameo. He was looking like a crackhead, and Sean was the main the band director,
so
and it was just like, man.
It just was
and
unnecessary.
then on top of all that, they had to add a gay sex scene. Stop adding gay sex scenes to everything. Gay dudes do more than smash, I think.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
The adding gay sex scenes to everything.
Yeah, like I was watching
Okay.
I was watching Power last night.
Right.
Two gay sex scenes. I was like, what does this have to do with cocaine?
Right. So I don't like when they're added unnecessarily because that's not real. And I'm talking from being, a gay advocate. That's fine. But I'm saying don't just add it just to add it. That makes me
Yeah.
feel like when they'd add a black person as the token friend
Yeah.
just to have somebody black on there. Now, I'm going to say this going back to Netflix, that new Christmas special that's on with the gay couple. It's Netflix's first gay Christmas special. It to me, it was authentic. It
Wait,
wasn't
it's a movie about two gay dudes on Christmas?
just a regular Christmas movie, like all the Christmas movies that are out, like on Netflix,
But it was
Hulu.
but it was two dudes instead of...
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's so authentic. It's just normal. It wasn't like, let's do something and add a gay character as a token with a relationship. It was their relationship, and it was so funny, and it was so true, and it was so authentic, even down to the things where the parents didn't understand certain things, but it was in an authentic way. It wasn't just a let's add it to put a steamy gay sex scene in. It was like, let's just have a Christmas movie because it's a Christmas movie and it's fun, and the characters happen to both be
What was the
men.
name of the movie? Brokeback Christmas?
Hang his head.
As soon as you said that, that's what went on in my mind.
Hashtag canceled. Anyway, I enjoyed the movie because it wasn't forced, and that's how I felt with like black and white things. Sometimes you feel like, let's just force a black character on here, and they're gonna be friends and family with the other one black character in town, and all their black storylines gonna be black intertwined because blackety black.
You know
the same
what?
thing they do with like the gay character. Let's just force this super gay sex scene to make it seem like gay sex is all you do. Gay sex, 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 and that's not what it's about. They have regular lives.
Yeah.
We're just there.
I would hope so. I mean,
Right.
you can't smash all the time. You gotta
All
do
the
something
time.
else.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's like all you see the gay dudes do is smash, and that was it. Like you don't never see them go out. You don't never see them
Just cook
partake.
breakfast.
Yeah,
Just have a
it's-
conversation.
They always getting naked. I'm like, man, really, I gotta see two dudes kissing right now. Cause like, I'm sorry, that's the one thing that still makes me squeamish a little bit. I'm like, ugh. But yeah, it's just like
It's just sometimes it's placed where a kiss between anybody wouldn't even happen right then,
Right.
and it's like let's put it in here. Same thing again with the let's just put black right here where it wouldn't even happen just to
necessary.
make it black.
You know what I do love though? There was this show called This Is Us.
Yes.
I love this. Is
And
Us.
Randall and his family,
Yes.
like they should make a show just
I
off
would
of them.
love to see a
I would
spin-off
love
of
to
Randall.
see
They are
Randall.
definitely a draw for that show.
I would love.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Cause like that's the best part of the show. Cause I don't like that the fat girl. What's her name? Kate.
Kate.
Gets on my nerves.
Ugh. Like-
I like the dad. I like the dad. I like the
liked
mom. And I
early
like
Kate.
Randall.
I liked
Yeah.
early Kate. Kate's character now is she's getting to me. She's getting to be annoying.
She is.
She's been
but
annoying.
But they're gonna get divorced in
Yeah,
the full storyline.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a divorce, not a death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering how it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like I thought Toby was gonna die.
No,
'Cause
he just moves on and they break up and then she gets back with whoever.
she gets with the dude that was a
musician.
teacher
Yeah, the
or
teacher.
something.
Yeah, I was happy. I really wanted Kevin to have a functional relationship. Like I really wanted.
I thought he was gonna get married.
Yeah,
I did.
I really wanted him to have a functional relationship.
I don't. Nah, Kevin need to be a bachelor. Kevin need to be a little pimp, just like me. Kevin's like as bad as much as I want to relate to Randall, I relate to Kevin.
You're a pimp?
Huh?
You think you're a pimp?
Something
You
like
are
that.
such
I'm
a
something
sweetie,
like I'm
though.
something like a player.
Okay.
I just had the sweet face, you know.
Okay.
I had the sweet face.
I still think the underlying thing. I think you still just like a sweetie, and you might be like, I'm a pimp, but on the surface of the under there, you. Just,
I'm a Sour Patch Kid.
yeah, yup.
That's exactly what I am. I'm a Sour Patch Kid. I'll admit it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Sour Patch Kid gets hoes too. That's all I'm gonna
Hey.
say. But
Gotta
yo,
take the sour with the sweet.
gotta take the sour with the sweet. And I'm dead serious. Like me, I'm one of those. I'm an acquired taste.
I
Like,
can,
yeah.
Shoot, we all are.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's not gonna like us.
I know, and less people are gonna like me than normal people. But that's only because I tell the truth,
You
and people aren't fans of the truth very often.
you speak your mind a lot of and like you
Oh,
said,
I'm
a lot.
opinionated as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have a question. That would be a good question to think about. If you were a candy, what candy would you be? A Christmas candy or what type? You're a Sour Patch Kid. You know, are you an M&M? What are you?
Actually, if
you're
I
a
got to
candy?
choose, I'd be a gummy worm.
You would. Okay.
I don't know what kind of.
It's something to think about, right?
Yeah, but now we were talking during the music break,
Yeah.
and I forgot what it was. I'm gonna stop
About
smoking.
high
this
maintenance.
High maintenance
High
women,
maintenance.
right? So do y'all both consider yourselves to be high maintenance?
No,
No.
sir.
No.
But dudes consider y'all to be high maintenance.
Yes.
Yes.
And what about y'all's characteristics or character traits does yields that type of judgment?
I like nice things.
What do you mean by nice things? What's a nice thing to you?
I like I like purses. I like
Okay.
purses. I like shoes. I like to if
You like Crocs.
I love
Crocs.
Crocs.
Cost 2 for $20.
They are not. Crocs are like $50
They're
a
super
pop.
Ain't nobody paying $50 for no Crocs.
Sir,
Are you paying $50 for some Crocs?
That one is.
$54.99. My
Give me
friend.
your credit cards now. You can't be paying $54 for. You can get some fake Crocs at Walmart for $19.99.
True.
Will not.
And they look the same.
Don't.
They just as tacky as the
Don't.
ones.
Don't feel
You got
the
some
same.
Crocs on now?
I have on Uggs today.
The second ugliest shoe in the world. All right. Do you have? I remember I saw Ashley one time. She had these fresh ass sneakers. I think there was some Jordan 1s, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
That's just-
Black and white Jordan 1s. The freshest shoes I see Ashley wear. And I only seen her wear it one time.
They're right by the front door.
They are.
And
They
that-
are.
and
And I
you
have
wearing
some Air
stuff.
Maxes right by the front door. I have my gym shoes. I have my dress shoes. Now I haven't ventured into like the Louboutins and stuff like that because I don't really wear dress shoes like that. But like, I love some Uggs. I love some Crocs. I love some Nikes. I love some Air Max, some Jordans. I like stuff. I like shoes. But I was
She be wearing Crocs.
She likes to travel.
I like to travel. I like, and the
Yeah,
thing
she
is,
does because she be leaving us hanging.
I do. But I come back. I comes back. I'm here today.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna be here tomorrow. Oh, next
Well,
week.
a lot of guys
I'll
though
be
will
here
consider
next
that.
week.
Oh,
Okay.
will you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you will be.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of guys will consider that high maintenance when you have your own, when you have your money, you go to work, and you have things the way you want them in your house or your life. And they're like, well, you like to travel. Like you were saying, that guy told you you move around too much. You need to stay put.
Yeah, and I was
Well,
like,
why?
why? And and for me, like having been a single woman for a long time, I just move through my life. I do what I want to, and so it's sometimes it's difficult for people who come into my life to understand that, especially if they don't do that. Like if they're not, if they're not interested in, going. Like I like to go out to eat. I like to.
Well, defining high maintenance. Some people, women who
I-
are high maintenance, they have a lot to
I
take care
can-
of. Okay,
I
say
consider
that.
high maintenance. I consider high maintenance any woman that I'm dating that just wants too much more than what I'm willing to provide.
There you go.
So
Want
it's-
and
and
provide.
provide.
And that's where guys get it confused. So it's not about the fact that I like to keep a beautiful home and like to have things and put on pink earrings with a pink sweatshirt and pink, my shoes are kind of fresh, pink shoes and a pink mask. That's not your problem or your issue. That's not me being high maintenance. I want to come home and make sure that you're peaceful. If I'm happy and my home is beautiful, then you're peaceful too. And we can sit back and we can chill and we can do the things that we enjoy. I'm not asking you to play into my image or make me who I am or provide my hair and nails and this
Yeah,
or that.
I've never asked
I'm
for
providing that
anything.
for myself or traveling so that
Before
I'm
I
happy,
met you.
so that I'm peaceful for you and for myself.
The only thing I'm giving up in a relationship is some good D. Everything
go.
else, get yourself. I'm gonna get mine. You
There
get
you go.
yours, and I'll see you at dinner. But I'm gonna tell you this one, like prime example. I was in a relationship. I was like feeling this one, right?
Yeah.
I was like gonna give up all my. I gave up all my hoes, and let me tell you something. When you give up all your hoes for a relationship,
There you go.
you're really invested.
Speak on it.
Right, because that means that you're not going back. You're not looking back. You're like, I'm focused. I don't want no distractions. I'm going to do this. And we broke up because I refused to go to Ruth's Chris.
Oh, come on. See? Now, and have you seen that meme that said, if I give up all my hoes for you and we break up, you owe me some hoes?
Yeah. and
I
it's
feel
true.
that. I have felt that way before. Like,
understand that,
wow. I
Well,
really
women,
just-
y'all got it easy. Women, y'all give up. Y'all see, women don't never have to give up their hoes.
You
women
just don't know about
women-
our hoes and the
women-
level of which we
y'all,
gave them
y'all,
up.
Y'all, what y'all do is y'all tell y'all hoes that you in a relationship, and they be like, all right, and then your hoes are
Wait.
nice enough to check
They
in
wait-
with y'all
they wait
during the
patiently
relationship.
for their opportunity.
That hit you up like, hey, you still with old boy?
They sure
like,
do.
You know, that's what
And
y'all
do.
hoes
Did
do.
you just call it nice enough to check in with you and
Yeah.
not popping back up from
Yeah,
the
they-
grave?
I call
They
them
check in.
pop-ups from
Well,
the grave.
pop-ups or whatever.
Zombies.
Grave.
You can call them herpes. They just keep coming.
Yeah, flare up. Flare up.
What's it called? Outbreak. You call them
yes.
outbreak. But they hit y'all up, and they be like, "You still with old boy?" Man, let me tell you, when a dude gives up his hoes, they ain't no going back to him. It's over.
Because I'm not checking for you.
Exactly.
Like,
Because the
why?
second you tell the chick that you found a chick that you actually value more than her, to the point that you're willing to invest in a relationship with that chick, the other women gonna get mad and not have nothing to do with you.
Well, so that's
But when women, on the other hand, the second we break up, you can go get all your hoes back.
well. See, well, that's just
That's on y'all.
That's on y'all. Like that's not
That's
my
on you
fault. It's
for
not
coming
my
back.
fault that you sitting there waiting on me. I mean, I understand why, because have you met me? I'm amazing.
That was cocky. It was like, I'm amazing. All right.
And?
Okay.
I'll be.
But
that,
what
so.
I'm saying is it's a double standard there.
Yeah.
That like don't I'm dead serious. Like now, I don't give up my hoes. I just stop talking to them.
Yeah.
or I just be nice. Like I just like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah,
But like I'm not
always
giving
gonna
up
be-
my
I'm
hoes
always
no
gonna be
more.
kind. Like I got an inbox.
I'll give up my hoes for you though, Cam.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I got-
trade in 3 of them.
I got a not rando, but like a random Snapchat from somebody talking about.
wow.
He felt the need to send me a D pic, and I was like, he's like, sorry if I offended you. I was like, you didn't offend me, but I don't think that my I don't think my partner would be very happy.
Hell no.
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, it's cool. I'm not offended, but also I'm gonna let you know that that's not appropriate. And so, but it was him.
Shooting the shot again.
Yeah,
Trying to get back.
and then he followed up months later talking about, you still with old boy? And I was like,
That's our
I'm
quote.
still not with your picture.
I'm still not with your picture.
Ew.
But yeah, it is.
Still not with your picture, really?
I was
You
just-
gonna hurt his feelings like that? Let me tell you, a well-crafted DP is a work of art for us.
It was not a work
If you,
of
have
art.
a
gotta- you gotta
if
get-
you have a reference to it, like you've seen it, been with it, or like it, yeah, sure. But if you haven't and it's just something in there, all it is a science book, and ew.
Yeah, because that's real. I mean, yeah. Like, if it's not
Yucky.
personal, it's definitely a
You know
lesson.
what? Now that you mention it, we need to address something.
Okay.
Like you know how y'all feel about D pics?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about cooter pics. Like, send me some titties.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather see boobs because they're pretty. Like, everybody
Yeah.
loves a nice big pair of boobs, but a cooter pic, like,
Well, I mean, I agree. Like, it's not beautiful.
I saw
Yeah.
a meme the other day too that said, "Have you ever gotten a picture that didn't even make you tingle, yet you still got to text back heart eyes? Wow,
Yeah,
heart
yeah.
eyes." And it's like, but you were literally like, "Okay, what am I about to
thanks.
eat? Was I making a cheese
Like,
sandwich?
let me go ahead and get this
Because
coffee.
it's like it really, you're just being, you're like, okay, I'm acknowledging that you're flirting. You acknowledge the flirt, but it's also like, ew. And
why?
nothing.
So what's the best way to flirt? Go ahead and put
Not
the
that.
fellas on game. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, sending a phallic
picture.
picture is not the best way to flirt. Number one.
Never.
I'm proud of mine though,
You can be
Be
proud of
proud.
it, and you should be.
and I like to show it off.
No.
but you should show it off
No.
per request. Like, I don't.
But they're never gonna ask because they automatically assume that I'm a big dude with a little one. So they expecting this little pinky. And when I send them a Time Warner cable remote, they was like, "Oh my
Why
god!"
you frown up like that? Yeah, I said that just like that too.
Oh.
Fix your face. Fix your face.
What the hell just happened? I'm sorry, I didn't see it. What happened?
She made a face.
Well, I'm just saying.
There it goes. It's back. Never mind.
Okay, she's good. She's
It's
smiling
good
now. Okay.
I had to hit a reset button. But like, in all seriousness though, like, it's one thing to be said when you receive it, because even if you're like in the throes of a conversation that warrants a picture like that, but how are things going? Good. How are your kids? How's your family? Good.
I just draw a smiley face on mine and just send it like "Good morning." And then it's like my D with a smiley face
But
at the tip.
if it's something that's already been encountered, that's one thing. If it's not, or if we're in the middle of a conversation, we've been talking for a week or whatever, I don't want that. I don't want
How
it.
long so basically you can't send. All right, so this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you, dudes send D pics to get ass, not as a after ass treat. Like, oh, thanks for the ass, here's a D pic. Nah, it's more or less like, here's a D pic. This should entice you to want to give me the draws.
But it doesn't. Like,
I know.
that's
So
a turn
now
off.
it's a turn off for you or for women in general.
For Ashley, a random picture, no context, no discussion, is not appealing to me. Like, I don't want that. Send me a
either.
picture of your muscles. I'd rather see this.
Oh, me too. I would so
Oh.
rather see like a chest and muscle
chest
pic.
and muscle picture? Yes.
That's so me.
What if you ain't got a chest of muscles?
That's
Send me
okay.
your-
That's
send me
what's
a
going to be
beautiful
in my phone.
yeah.
If I had a smash phone ordinance, it would be because of the maybe muscle or check
Muscle?
pic. Show me your
Yeah.
eyes. If you got some cute hooded
A
eyes
nice
with good
smile,
eyebrows like yours,
please.
go ahead. Send me your smile, your teeth, your,
Oh, I just spent a lot of money on
Send me
these
your,
chicks.
send me your
They look
registration
good,
card from
too.
the day you came down and joined church in your outfit,
You're
so
right.
I know where your soul is going to be.
Right.
You know what?
And
Send me that.
that's also a level of maturity too, because we're not speaking from when I was 32, maybe I'd be like, oh, look at what he said me. Now I'm just like, really? That's all you're offering me?
Yeah, that's all you want.
That's
women
not true.
have gotten to the point where they're able to provide everything that they need, And the only thing that they can't provide for themselves is a D.
There you go.
Connected to a person, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
I can provide it for myself.
yeah, but that ain't the same thing.
I
not
like
the
the,
same.
per- the
Yeah.
person.
Can't no,
connected
can't
to
no
it.
Rose hold your head, hold your legs on their
Exactly.
shoulder.
It's
Rose can't do all the fun stuff.
it's
Rose,
bigger than a rose, though. It's
Agreed.
more than a rose.
oh, you can get one of those big old
Look, I got a drawer full of him.
a drawer.
Yeah.
You got a whole drawer full of these, just
I
in there,
don't.
just red one, white one, purple one, just.
Purple, brown, just
Oh, wow.
silver and gold.
I'm glad I'm staying in a guest area of this home where I
Oh.
have no access.
So
to
let me ask you a
drawers.
question: do women pack their D's with them when they go to like visit or on trips or anything?
Depends on how long I'm gone.
Airline security people will
Yeah,
tell
they
you all
do.
the time that
Yeah,
they,
they
do.
do.
That's all they see on their little scanners.
Yeah.
And I told you about the side hustle at Amazon. Well, people in fulfillment who are like packing up stuff, they said during the pandemic, what they saw in orders, it would be like, you know, socks, the normal things you order from Amazon, socks, a game, 25 dildos. Like that's all they saw was like sex toys during the pandemic.
I mean,
Wow.
I bought
Constantly.
I bought a couple.
The only thing I bought on Amazon during the pandemic was waffles.
I bought outfits to go nowhere.
Like,
I bought everything.
oh, I did buy a lot of sneakers. I went dumb with sneakers. I had money. For some reason, that pandemic let you save money.
Well, 'cause you
It let
weren't
me.
going
Yeah, I
anywhere.
won't go anywhere. I won't doing shows.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how much I was spending performing
the
as
shows.
a comic. How much money I
Because
actually
after your
spend
first
just
free
to,
drink, you know.
that's like, and I'm an alcoholic. You know, that first free drink, that ain't nothing but like, it's like the first hit of crack is free. You know, I'm on it at that point. That's why I can't. I'm the drunk that like I drink until I get sick.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't stop.
no.
Like once I start, it's like, ooh, once it hits your lips, it's like, ah.
that's problematic.
Yeah, it is. It's very problematic. That's why I don't drink
Okay.
Okay.
unless I'm performing.
Unless you're performing.
And then I get sloppy drunk. But then for some reason,
No balance.
yeah, I don't know, I'll be a little off kilter sometimes. But most of the time, it's like it helps because it gives me this whole cool demeanor when I'm really just trying not to throw up.
Yeah, I'm if I drink before a show, it's literally because I'm nervous and I need to take the edge off. Like there's been a couple shows, but I try to make sure I'm not at that point where I stop being funny and start being obnoxious,
Drunk,
and they're like,
yeah.
ugh. So like I might have one drink before just to kind of calm my nerves, but like I also don't want that to be like my go-to. Like I have to have a drink to perform or anything like that. You
I
know.
understand.
So it's like I have a friend who's always like, "You should perform high," and I'm like, "I'm good," because I don't want to.
I can't perform high.
I can't. Like I whisper when I'm high, so it's like I don't want to be on stage talking about, "Hey y'all," they be like, "What's wrong?" Like, y'all been on them apps? They be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm telling my comedy set." Why are you whispering? I don't know.
I forget. I smoke a blunt. I go there forget all my jokes. I'll just be like, hey, thank you, good night.
Okay, show everybody good night.
That's it, yo. But yo, I know.
I've seen somebody bomb that way too because they were
Seen a lot
just
of people
too out
bomb
of their
that
head,
way.
like to even connect.
Yeah.
And how long you say you was up here for, Cam?
Until Saturday, and going to see Jason
Jason
Banks,
Banks
one
on
of my favorite
Friday.
comedians, on Friday.
Oh yeah, the one with the kids.
Yeah,
Like, he do the
Derek.
kids, Derek.
Derek,
Yeah,
we're so
yeah.
excited.
Too
I wonder if
excited.
he's funny as a
In real life.
comedian.
He
He
is.
is.
His
He has,
shows
like,
are
if you-
funny.
He's on the YouTube.
He's on the YouTube.
He
YouTube.
is.
Oh wow. The YouTube.
The YouTube.
But anyway, I got the jams playing.
The jams.
I got some Boys to Men. I got one song in the middle. If you could tell me what movie it's from, I'll give you $10. Y'all keep it locked. Yo, so who could tell me what that second song was? I know Teron put it in there.
I know what it is. What, Love and Basketball?
Well, that was the last song.
Yeah.
That was Loving Basketball, hands down. If you don't know that song,
Oh.
then I'm taking black cards.
Oh, I'm about to say,
If you don't know
I can
this
tell you
woman's word.
That scene from Love and Basketball.
Yo, did you know that there was a part where you could see her nipple?
Probably.
Yeah, like she was trying to hide it the whole time and her fingers slipped. I was like, ooh, that's nipple. I mean, cause I was like
There we
16,
go. Yeah.
17 when that movie
Nipple.
came out.
Yeah.
All we looking for at that age is boobs and ass. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was Loving Basketball to me was not. It's like now that I'm older, it's not as good as it was when I was a younger.
Sure
Yeah,
is
it's
not. We
not.
were talking about that in a group the other day.
Yeah. Like
Word?
That and Love Jones, not good movies.
I never saw. I never saw Love Jones when it was out. I saw it later.
Yeah.
Love Jones was trash, but
I'm about to say those are both like toxic relationships.
Yeah.
I tell you like this: when it comes to, I guess, what you would consider like black romance movies, hands down, Brown Sugar the best
I
one.
Love it, and the soundtrack.
The
You
soundtrack,
cannot
too.
get that
Yeah.
out of my
Still
ears.
The soundtrack is, but we don't have soundtracks no more.
Not like we used to.
But like, if I had to pick, and this is gonna take away all my masculinity. If I had to choose best soundtracks, right, it would be Waiting to Exhale, Set It Off, and Above the Rim.
I can get with all three of those. Like Waiting to Exhale, I still play. I have a memory that. But anyway, and Waiting to Exhale. What'd you say?
Waiting to Exhale, Set It Off.
Set It Off.
That soundtrack was fire.
I
People
still
don't.
listen to Set It Off.
That was a fire soundtrack, and then Above the Rim,
Above the
fire
Rim.
soundtrack.
Anything.
Menace to Society had a fire soundtrack too, but you know, Space Jam was a good one.
Space Jam.
The original Michael Jordan
Yes,
Space Jam.
absolutely.
That had a
about
fire
Jam.
soundtrack.
That's all we ever used to listen to.
Yeah, her
because
son-
my son, he loved it.
Loved it.
Loved it.
That
Really?
was his, that was his favorite. Like everything. Yeah, I always watch Space Jam.
And then full circle, as a musician later in life, when they were working on the soundtrack for the current Space Jam, he got to work on that. So it was almost like a little wink in his life. Yep.
That is dope.
Very cool.
He actually helped with the Space Jam New Legacy soundtrack.
He helped with some things, and I can't say what made it or what didn't,
Yeah.
but his hand was there in the fact that he got that opportunity as a musician.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that
Yep.
is amazing. Because
Yep.
as a musician, the only opportunity I had was parades. Christmas parades, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like the thing is, you would think like don't get me wrong, they were fun, but at the same time, I remember catching. I caught more cramps from marching parades than I did playing football.
We used to do parade because Kamron was in parades with the dance and drill team, and I used to be the one in the group of little sisters that got to hold the flags.
Oh, word!
Or
You was one of those?
to hold the band. No, the
banner that walked in front?
walk, yeah. And I promise you, they always chose me on the coldest days. Always.
Oh, y'all was. I will tell you now. I don't know. My sister was a flashing toilet baton, right? And I used to be like, it used to be cold on those Christmas parades, right? And I was like, how are y'all out this bad boy wearing a bikini and some stockings?
And some stockings.
And y'all ain't freezing to death.
Because I know I was cold and I got to wear a coat.
Oh, guess what I got to be too? I used to work for this company called the Parade Company. Shout out to y'all. But that year, I got to be the first Black Dorothy on the Wizard of Oz parade.
float,
And it wasn't the Wiz, it was the Wizard of Oz. And I'm Black
Oh.
Dorothy up there. I had so many Detroiters who were like, it's a Black Dorothy! Dorothy's black! Dorothy's black! And it was like, I don't know.
Did you get booed by any white festival
No,
goers?
it was just like different to see me. And I had on a ponytail wig that was long. It wasn't blonde, though, it was brown. It matched. Yeah.
So you see that, and I'm just thinking about all the inappropriate stuff I would have did if I would have saw Black Dorothy, like throw bananas at the float and blame it on the white dude beside me. Like it was him. I would never do that.
Wrong with you? You're a mess, boy. Oh my god.
I would start some stuff in that parade. I'm just saying, yeah. But yeah, we got some shout outs we got to make, yo. Cause like for y'all that's been rocking with us since 7 a.m. You know, so Nexus Tech, what's up? Carolina Boy, aka Tehran, aka Little T, aka Little Biggie,
Little
what's
Biggie.
up? Ashley P, I don't know why you're in there, but
I
hey.
love talking to the people.
Quana Deshay, what's up? Kofi, what's good with your brother? Joe from Fayetteville rocks with us every day.
from
Appreciate you for everything you do for the show. Because, you know, he's the one that puts us on YouTube. You know, he
Appreciate you,
does all the
Joe.
clips
Appreciate
and everything
you,
like
Joe.
that. And there's a lot of Ashley P. Nicole, what's up? Clark Gates.
Yeah.
I've never seen him before. First time listener, I think. But,
Maybe second or third. That's my buddy from Greensboro.
oh, okay, so you know him. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Aisha, don't forget about Aisha. She's in
I'm
here.
trying to get there.
Okay.
Chocolate City Funk, what's up? Aisha, my homie. I don't know who's who when you have a picture with your daughter though, because y'all look just alike.
Yeah, sure does.
Yeah.
I was like, I had to look. I was like, wow, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I was like,
Double take for real.
yeah. She looks. Her daughter and her
Just
look
like her.
are identical twins, yo.
Yeah.
It's like so she got 100% of your chromosomes.
Did. Yes.
Shout out to Amy Hinton, who was
Auntie
watching
Amy.
today, and she's my auntie by marriage, even though she is about 10 years younger than me. And while I'm brown, she's white, but that's my auntie anyway. True blue, do or die. Shout out to Auntie Amy Hinton.
I appreciate you, Auntie Amy. Is she cute?
She's super cute.
She like fat dudes?
That she does.
How you gonna ask about another woman right in front of your new woman?
Well, she don't want to be my woman. She just joking.
I don't know, HL. I don't know.
I'll word.
I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna put in a good word for you.
I don't do all that. I want women to like me for my natural essence. I don't like to be pumped up.
I'm just saying. I'll be like, he's a nice guy, Cam. He's a nice.
She knows I'm not a nice guy.
We do talk off the air.
Yeah. She knows good and well that I am not a nice. I'm semi-nice. I'm what you call a sweet asshole.
Yeah, that is a really good. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I am being referred to by many people as being just a sweet asshole. I'm lovable, but I will say something's gonna piss you off eventually.
That's yeah.
Before I get in trouble too, shout out to all of my other brown cousins too. My cousins in Kansas City who are watching and listening, and our aunt and everybody. Not just Amy, but the whole family.
Yeah.
Appreciate the fan, the Prestons.
The Prestons show up on Facebook. I'm gonna do my Facebook Live. My cousins check in. They laugh with us, so I appreciate them always.
Y'all deep like the sea berries.
Yeah.
No,
we not that deep. We just regular deep.
Y'all just regular deep.
Yeah, we just like first cousin deep. So.
Now my grandmother with the 28 brothers and sisters.
We counted. There's only 24.
24 brothers and sisters.
She wrote it in her little thing. She sent me the biography. She said 27.
No, when I was in Dallas this summer.
Well, while y'all figure that out, I'm gonna go ahead and play some jams. We're a little backed up. It's time for my personal favorite, my gospel jams of the day.
All right.
I figured I was gonna add something to give honor to the Creator.
I love it.
And y'all
Besides
keep it
your
locked.
outfit.
Oh, now you're gonna stop singing. So it's that time. Wow, it's 9:56. We got to say goodbye. Anything you got to say for the beautiful people out there, Ash?
Nothing. Just thank y'all for rocking with us today. I had a good time. Fun time with my sister. So glad she is able to join us. Man, yeah. Thanks for having us.
No doubt. You anything you got to say, Cam?
Do what makes you happy.
Oh, word.
Do
I
what
like
makes
that.
you happy. Let it drive you. Don't be afraid, because if you have true faith, it's never going to lead you wrong. It's actually your soul speaking to you. It's God speaking to you and giving you what you asked for.
Those really good words. I feel that. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you what I say. Don't be the bigger person. Be petty. All of that stuff. Make somebody cry today. That's my words of affirmation. Make somebody cry.
And if you look good, show it unapologetically. Walk across that room
and make them cry.
Walk in front of that altar.
Make the
Join
haters
church.
cry. Join the church.
Yes.
But you better be fresh.
Be fresh.
Don't be bummy. Don't try to join the church with a pair of biscuits on your feet. You gotta have them gaiters on.
Right.
Some Stacy's.
Biscuits
Some
or
Stacy's.
Crocs.
Yeah. No Crocs.
Wow.
This is No Croc Monday. This is No Croc 2020. Leave
No
Crocs
Croc
in 2021.
everything.
I'm not gonna do it.
Unless you a doctor or a certified medical professional, leave them Crocs home. Anyway, we out. Y'all be well.